Hi guys, this is Khushbu and welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. Today we will see the question rotate image. You are given a n cross n 2D matrix representing an image and we need to rotate this image by 90 degree clockwise. You have to rotate the image in place, which means you have to modify the input 2D matrix directly. Do not allocate another 2D matrix and do the rotation. So given this example 1, we see that the 90 degree shift would just rotate this matrix along this axis. So the 741 would go in 741, then this 852 would go in as this and 963 would go in over here. Similarly for the second example. Now, we are given a node that we are supposed to do it in place. So we need to do it in O of 1 space. The constraints give the length and the value constraints, and this is going to be a n cross n matrix. That is, my rows are going to be equal to the column. So now let's go and see how we can solve this question. When we see the input and output, we see that the columns are getting converted into rows, but in a reverse order. So my 5, 2, 13, 15 is getting converted into the row but in the reverse order, that is 15, 13, 2 and 5. If you know the concepts of matrices, there is a concept called transpose. The transpose of a matrix is writing the column in a row. That is one of the intuitions that we can say we get from this question. That is, we can use the transpose operation of the matrix. And in addition to that, I need to reverse the order in the row. So this can be broken down into a two-part solution, that is finding a transpose and then reversing the rows. The transpose of a matrix is simply given as my A of ij would be replaced with A of j and I. So this 2 would get replaced with 1 and this 1 will get replaced with 2. So it is just flipping your matrix across the diagonal and the transpose of this matrix will look like this. Now we can convert this transpose into our final output by just reversing the orders in the row. So we can go from I equal to 0 to n by 2, that is we are going to replace 5 with 15 and 2 with 13. We'll not go further beyond n by 2 because in that case it would simply revert this back into the transpose state itself. So the reversing of the rows would give us our final output. So let's first write the code for this approach and then we'll see another approach to solve this question. So over here we need to first take a variable to store the length of the matrix and then we'll perform transpose and finally we'll perform reverse of rows. So for transpose, I'll take a for loop wherein my I will go from 0 to n and my j will start from I and go till n. Over here I need to swap matrix of ij with ji. So let's write the swapping logic by taking a temp and that's all. Now we need to write the logic for reversing the row. So I'll again take a for loop and we'll have to write the reverse logic. So let's just copy this out and over here my j will go to n by 2 and would be starting from 0. And now over here instead of swapping it with j and I am going to swap it with I and n minus j minus 1. That is swapping the first row with the last, second row with the second last and so on. So let's just change this part wherein we had j and I with the new value and we are good to go. Let's run this and we are getting a perfect result. Let's submit this and it got submitted. So the time complexity is n cross n, that is the number of cells we have in matrix, and our space complexity over here is O of 1 as we have been asked in the question. So now let's go and see the second method of solving this problem. As we are given that we need to perform a 90 degree rotation, this is what that rotation would look like for the 4 corner values. So this would be written as this. So my 15 goes in place of 5, 5 in place of 11 and so on. Similarly, these values gets rotated in this manner and we can write this. Similarly, for these values, over here you can see that my outer layer is being filled in n-1 iterations, wherein n is the length of my matrix. So as we have done it for the outer part, we'll have to go for all the inner circles as well. So over here, if we do the same for the inner values, we get the output that we need. So there are a few things that we can note over here. One is how many layers do we have, or how many circles do we have. So the number of layers would be the length of matrix divided by 2. Now for this inner layer, my start point would be this, and so that is given by the layer number, and the end point would be n minus layer minus 1, because this n is 1 indexed and my actual index in the matrix is 0 indexed, so minus 1, and the layer, because we are going to subtract the same layer from this side as well. Now let's derive the formula for rotating the matrix. So over here we can see that we are rotating in this manner. So at a particular given time, we are always having something moving in the top, right, bottom and left sides. So let's take these 4 variables, that is top, right, bottom and left. So over here you can see that for the top, we are going to move in this particular row across the columns from left to right. So my row is going to be constant, which is the start row. For my right, I am going into this column, which is the last column or the end column, and I am going from top to bottom. So over here I have written end in place of the column. In the bottom one, I am going across this row for all the columns from last till the first. So I have written the row as end, and we'll calculate the column for this. And similarly for left, I am going to go into this start column over these rows. So I have written start, and now let's calculate the remaining part for the formula. So for the top one, we can see that we are going to go from left to right. So that is going to be iteration from I, that is start till the end. So I have written this I over here on which I will be iterating. For this right, again I will be moving from start till the end across the rows. So I have written I over here. For bottom one, I am moving from last to first. So my last is n-1, and for the given boundary, I also need to subtract the value of I to get the particular column I am on. So that gives me n-1 minus I. And similarly for this left, I am going from last to first. So my row would be n-1 minus I. Now after we have this formula, we know that the value of left would get substituted in top, the value of top would get substituted in right, right would get substituted in bottom, and the bottom in left. So this is the shift that we want to make. So that's it about the intuition of this particular approach, wherein we are moving clockwise and shifting the value in layers. So let's go ahead and write the code for it. Let's take the variable n that was there, and now we'll have to calculate how many layers I'm going to have. And the number of layers is n by 2. My outer loop would be for the layers. So over here I'll calculate my start and end points. So my start would simply be layer, and my end would be n-1 minus layer. Now comes the inner loop, wherein I'll be going from the start till end. Over here, I am going to use the formulas that I had for top, right, bottom and left. So let's start with taking the top in temp variable, and my top was start and I. Now I need to put left in top, then I'll put bottom in left, then I'll put right in bottom, and then finally I'll put top in right. So I'll just fill in these values. And that's it. Let's run this code, and we are getting a perfect result. Let's submit this, and it got submitted. So the time and space complexity over here also remains the same, That's it for today guys. I hope you liked the video and I'll see you in another one. So till then, keep learning, keep coding.